Hey guys, so we're going to try some questions related to high and low pressure systems in this video. So let's try number one. The presence of which atmospheric condition will most likely result in clear skies in Binghamton, New York? Pause this video and try this. The correct answer is high pressure center. Remember, high pressure areas have clear skies and really nice sunny weather. Low pressure areas have it stormy, gross, rainy, hurricane, cyclone weather. Okay. Let's try number two. Pause this video, try this one. Base your answers to the questions on the map below and on your knowledge of Earth science. The map shows a composite of Doppler radar images. Dark shadings indicate the precipitation pattern of a large storm system over the eastern United States. So it's telling us that this image is showing this darker part of the image is where precipitation is happening. In other words, rain, right? And it's a large storm. So the surface wind circulation pattern around the center of the storm is the correct answer is B, inward and counterclockwise. Remember, storms happen in low pressure areas, and low pressure areas the wind moves inwards towards the low pressure and counterclockwise. Pause this video, try number three. Base your answers to the following questions on the map below and on your knowledge of Earth science. The map shows typical weather systems over North America. Letter X, Y, and Z represent locations on the map. The isobars on the map are measured in millibars. Which map best shows the locations for centers of high pressure and low pressure? Choose one. The correct answer is A. So all you need to do is look at the numbers, right? If you look at the numbers, you'll see that these numbers are higher, so this must be a high pressure area. These numbers over here are much lower than this top area, right? So this must be a low pressure area. And these numbers right here are very similar to these numbers. So they're more higher pressure compared to the other ones. So this must be a high pressure areas, okay? The circles show where your highest pressure is, okay? Just like in topographic maps, the circular areas show where highest elevation is, such as hills. On an isobar map for pressure, the circles will tell you either your highest pressure or your lowest pressure. It's those extreme areas, okay? So this is a high pressure area in the middle of the circle. This is a very high pressure area in this middle of the circle. And this area is a low pressure area, okay? Because of the numbers. So try number four. Base your answers to the questions 4 through 8 on the weather map below and on your knowledge of Earth science. The weather map shows a low pressure center with associated fronts. The high pressure center is also shown. The isobars represent air pressure in millibars. Point X represents a surface location. So before you go through this, I want you to try 4 through 8 and then watch this video to try the check your answers. So number 4, identify the weather instrument that is used to measure air pressure. The correct answer is barometer. Remember, a barometer measures air pressure. Number 5, identify the type of front that extends eastward through New York State from the center of the low. Okay, so we see from the low pressure area eastward is this symbol. And if you go to your reference table, page 13, you'll see that this symbol is actually a symbol for a stationary front. So this must be a stationary front that extends eastward through New York State. Okay, and this is New York State, by the way. All right, number 6. The air mass over location X originates in Gulf of Mexico. So location X is right here, and the air mass over location X actually came from the Gulf of Mexico. Write the two-letter air mass symbol that represents this air mass. Okay, the air mass that's here now came from the Gulf of Mexico, and Gulf of Mexico is over water, right? And it's more tropical near the equator, so what might that be? Maritime, tropical. Maritime because it's over water, tropical because it's near to the equator. And remember, you write this symbol lowercase first and then uppercase, like MT. You cannot get credit if you write it reverse, like TM. It has to be exactly right, like your reference table. So number 7, this low pressure center is following a normal storm track, meaning it's following the path of a normal, regular, typical storm in the U.S. Identify the compass direction towards which this low pressure center will move in the next 24 hours. So, which direction do you think this whole low pressure center or storm will move? Remember, low pressure areas create storms. The correct answer is northeast. You could say east. You could say NNE, northeast, east northeast, from west to east. Whichever one of these you want to pick is fine. But my favorite is northeast because that is the most accurate. Because remember, in the U.S., our major winds move northeast. Number 8. Describe the pattern of surface wind circulation around the high pressure system. The correct answer is clockwise. Remember, high pressure areas move clockwise and away from the center. You could say that. You could also say outward or diverging. You could say just clockwise is fine. This would be the most accurate. Clockwise and away from the high pressure towards low pressure. So in the next video, we'll talk about monsoons.